So yeah, at the moment, that is the current deck I am running. Might put one or two more just good removal spells in. And maybe take out, like, two creatures that aren't exactly cutting it. Maybe just take out two cards that aren't really exactly, like, pulling their weight. And still have, that's still a reasonable number of creatures to play, regardless. And then I still would, because I do have Animar, and technically now, like, I was able to find a copy without having to resort to making it from the smith. So in other words, yeah, technically now, yeah, I obtained Animar. I mean, I had it, like, this entire time anyways. It's just, I want to see how far I can push this without needing the help from the smith. Oh, wow. Oh, I already own it, though. Whenever a creature an opponent controls with a -1/-1 counter on it dies, you may return that card to the battlefield under your control. Okay, that's basically just like another Reaper King No More, but they can do that like as many times as you want in the turn. Probably just gonna sell the rest back, though. If I don't have... Maybe I'll just keep Brute Force if I don't have it already. Maybe I will just keep this. And then probably just give back the rest. As much as I want to build Animar Soul of Elements as soon as possible, we need to give this guy at least a couple streams of, like... We need to give this guy at least some screen time. Also, yeah, hello? I'm streaming this super late because, like, the past 2 hours I was actually working on Colossus 2 again. Finally. Okay. Double strike, and not that much closer to getting finished because... I mean, recently, yeah, as far as Colossus 2 goes, I was only really doing work on the overworlds, but sooner or later I hope to be done with, I don't know, all of them. How they look, plus all their events, hope to be done with everything on the overworld sooner or later. Because I'm not too terribly far off, I'm at least finishing that. Yeah, once we hit, like, September of this year, then it will have been 2 years since World 7 was reached. I'm gonna hope that ends up helping my case a bit. Wait, what does this do when it enters? No, what does this do in general? Can't attack unless you control more creatures than defending player. Can't block unless you control more creatures than attacking player. Okay, so if I get rid of all these, then this is gonna be useless. Doesn't work on... Commander mode doesn't work on your phone. Just freezes on the generating world loading screen. I never tried this on my phone. I never tried any, like, form of Forge Adventure on my phone to begin with. So I wouldn't, like, know what to say exactly. So I can't really say I can comment. I might as well just chump block with the creature I just took for free with this. Alright, let's actually start getting rid of some creatures here, perhaps. Okay, so we'll start with taking that off the board. I guess I'll make Reaper just attack. And we'll turn Reaper King No More into a 7-drop. Makes 2 goblins when it enters. Oh, and Raging Goblin. What do I think about the AI bubble possibly bursting sometime soon? A lot of people have been sounding... Oh, just recently? I've been thinking the AI bubble can just burst as far as, like, I don't know, even last year. Eventually, people are just gonna get sick and tired of AI slop. People are no doubt gonna get sick and tired of it. I don't know exactly how many years I would give it, but yeah, that bubble's gonna burst sooner or later. I'm just already calling it. I think I'll just, actually... We'll swing at the 4-2 and see what happens. Oh, I forgot, this is actually 2 creatures. I forgot, my opponent actually had more creatures. I don't know if I really want to bring it back that badly, though. This should still really deter my opponent from even trying to attack. That's what I thought. I'll just take the Goblin Goon off the field. This is actually starting to get a bit annoying. There's a bunch of 1/1s on my opponent's board, so we're gonna take Ren and 6. Let me try this. 1 damage to any target, and then just kind of like rinse and repeat. And if I want to like get land cards back from my graveyard, such as fetch lands, and re-fetch with them, there's Ren and 6's +1. Oh, that one, surprisingly, I don't think I've seen. I don't believe I've seen that one, surprisingly. Goblin Chieftain, Ember Hauler. So how many creatures are we playing here? I guess I'll just play this. I could just find if I think I could just go grab Flame Tongue Kavu off of this. And that's just gonna kill Goblin Chieftain. And we'll do, yeah, Ren and 6's -1 to get another token off the field. At this point, surely I'm gonna be forcing some blocks. Sacrifice a goblin to destroy target artifact. Interesting. Okay, yeah, the game's still over. I've definitely tried a few in my day, but I can't say for sure. I know I've definitely tried a bunch. Gauging public sentiment. I'm gonna Doomblade a Raging Goblin. Like what people are saying or feeling about certain things. I typically don't really use AI models at all to just, like, be like some sort of, like, I don't know, companion. I'm usually just kind of like using them for like information and whatnot, asking them questions and just expecting like answers that make sense in response. And we'll just play Lily and make him sacrifice his creature. I'm just hitting like... I hit like one spell and then I'm just hitting lands over and over with Ragavan. Well, still making free treasure tokens just by attacking with this. Power and toughness each equal to the number of... That's just sad. This is just sad. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control. Right now it's just a 1/1. That's just sad, man. Alright, so I'll kill it with my commander, and then just steal Battle Squadron for myself. Okay, this one I can cast, right? So now my red creature's a first strike. I'm gonna give all my stuff first strike, apparently. Surely at this point I'm definitely gonna force some blocks. Yeah, I don't see any way he's winning this at this point. Yeah, at that point, I don't see how you come back from this. When I ask artificial intelligence questions, usually it's help for like programming and whatnot. Yeah, typically to assist in programming. I'm sure there's like so many other people out there who also just do it. So I'm like I know like it sounds kind of lazy, but honestly, I don't think I want to get left behind. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't have AI code everything for me. I'm sure like at least half of people like working and programming these days probably just copy stuff from AI, at least to some degree. I mean, considering just how stupidly easy it is to access, it's like, what do you expect? I can just block this and this cat won't die. Other goblins attack each combat fable. Okay, that explains it. I'll play my commander. Weaken both of these creatures. This will be forced to attack because of this. Which, yeah, then I'm just gonna easily kill it. Okay, this I want to just get rid of as soon as I can. Oh, Snuff Out. Pay 4 life and just kill this thing for no mana at all. Oh, speaking of, yeah, using it to help with coursework, there was that too. Not much use outside of coding, typically. Maybe just to have a little bit of fun with chatbots, but yeah, just like a little bit of fun. Like, I still keep in mind that, yeah, I'm talking to, like, a computer. Okay, this is the creature that can't attack unless you have, like, more creatures than I do. I don't know, just a chatbot modeled after, like, an anime character I like, just chat with it for, like, maybe 5-10 minutes. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, as in just like take a random like anime-themed chatbot and ask it questions about Yu-Gi-Oh! And just for the fun of it to see what it's gonna reply with. Ask it for some deck lists and some of the cards it actually just makes up on the spot. I have, but like I'd never like take it super seriously. It's not something to be taken seriously though, if you ask me. I mean, yeah, and at the end of the day, it's just a robot to some degree. Yeah, same here. If anything, yeah, same here. Oh, should we buy another pack of Spider-Man? Should we buy like another pack of the set that like flopped the hardest last year? I mean, I could definitely afford it and whatnot. Not exactly sure what I'm looking for from Spider-Man, but let's just see anyways. Selfless police captain. Also, yeah, good night. I'm probably not going to be streaming that much longer myself at this point. It's only been 20 minutes, but... Oh, exam, good luck. Oh, you have an exam, good luck with that. Oh, it's a city pigeon that wants some hot dogs. Whoosh. Oh, it's the guy in the chair. The same card twice. Pictures of Spider-Man! Craven, proud predator. Alright, what's the rare? Is this any good? Return this card and target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I think I've definitely seen better in the rare slot. Yeah, because I find it just absolutely ridiculous the guy in the chair is now a real Magic card. With web support. Get it? Because he works on web pages and Spider-Man spins webs of any size. Yeah. No black creature can attack unless its controller sacrifices a land. Interesting. Take an extra turn. At the beginning of that turn's end step, you lose the game, but for 2 mana, you get to take an extra turn. I mean, yeah, in the right deck. If you just know you're gonna win next turn, by all means. Otherwise, don't bother. Oh, Fire and Ice? Yeah, I'll pick that up too, if I don't already have it. Okay, I think this is the nerfed version of the Corey Steelcutter. I believe it's a nerfed version. I'm thinking maybe I've actually been to a few of these shops already. I definitely recognize seeing this guy at least once earlier in one of in my playthrough. I'm not gonna really bother picking him up though. I guess if I need another way to stop my opponent from ever gaining life again. Because that was another card that can just do it. Dress Down. Instant speed can make all creatures lose all abilities. And regardless of what happens, you'll draw a card. There's surely maybe I could possibly make this work. This is just a goblin village, apparently. I really do believe I've probably hit up a lot of these shops already. Yeah, it's a low-cost creature with a rather decent enters the battlefield ability. I might as well pick it up. Yeah, this is like stuff that came out in like the past 2-3 years. Lorwyn Eclipse, that was literally like, that came out literally just last month. Okay, we already own Tainted Pact though. I mean, if I didn't, yeah, I would definitely buy that if it didn't have it already. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 white warrior creature token with vigilance, and your white creatures cost 1 less to cast. I still have a mono white deck, I suppose that could go into it. I suppose that could fit in Daxos nicely if I still want to play Daxos as the commander for that deck. I mean, this one's pretty much all the way at the edge of the map, so there's a decent chance I've never seen what was here yet, because I don't know, not that convenient to just walk all the way through the edge of the map for maybe like a few cards that you might actually want. Yeah, this town just feels like a little out of the way. So I probably didn't actually see what was in any of these shops just yet. And I'm not finding anything I particularly need. Okay, but there's Flage, which I already own. Apparently I've already been to this town. Looks like I bought one of the cards here. And bought another of the cards here too, in fact. Yeah, this all the way at the edge of all the way at the edge of the coastline here. So the Green Castle is not terribly far from the Green Capital City, which I can just teleport straight on to. I'm not sure if I've seen any of these towns. Not sure if I've hit up any of these yet. Alright, so we've landed back in the Green Capital City. Oh wow, they have this for sale. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's still banned in just regular Commander, if I recall correctly. Oh, they also have a Woodland Bellower. Just by casting this, you can search your library for any non-legendary green creature with mana value 3 or less and put it, yeah, directly onto the battlefield. Jungle Expedition. So what else do you think we're gonna find here? Spider-Man, Brooklyn Visionary? Nothing like a little crime fighting after class. Okay, so you mean to tell me all of that text in the text box and none of it is, like, downside? So it's a 6/5 for 4 mana, with potentially Flash if you play Deserts, and Trample. Or Trample just in general. 6/5 Trample for 4. And it gets even better if you play with Deserts in your deck. I'm gonna see what other cards we land on if we just spend more mana shards. A Crop Rotation, which I own already, and I already have a Worldly Tutor as well. Yeah, imagine sacrificing 5 lands to cast this thing and it gets countered. Yeah, imagine that. Sacrifice 5 lands, and that's part of the cost. Yeah, I totally see how that could just completely and utterly blow up in your face. Okay, this is elves? Yeah, it is. Any other good elves my future green decks could maybe use? Yeah, there's like the new Lorwyn Eclipse Commander this card goes extremely hard with. I guess if I ever want to play it. Okay, sacrifice a land to search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. That's okay, I suppose. I suppose that's alright. Okay, this could go in my Reaper King if I need another way to get Reaper King or any 3-drop out by turn 2. I'm gonna pick this up too while we're here. Yeah, I have a deck this can totally go in. Okay, if I ever assemble a critical mass of elves, that would be nice to have. Okay, this just when it enters, you go get any forest, put it directly onto the battlefield. Yeah, we'll pick that up. Deathrite Shaman. I see Deathrite Shaman, I'm like, yeah, you better believe I'm buying Deathrite Shaman. I have to buy that. Alright, so this is just a 2/2 with no abilities. 3 mana to kill something is a little bit steep, considering some of the other options I have to just remove my opponent's creatures from their field. But yeah, this kills just about anything. Yeah, sure it costs 3 mana, but I can literally kill anything in the game that's not an elf. Oh, is this just more dinosaurs? That's what it's looking like. I'll pass. Booster packs. I suppose if I want to buy any. Okay, there's green booster packs. I'm just gonna pick up 4 and see what ends up happening. We'll just buy 4, see what happens. Enchanted Land is a mountain, forest, and plains. Okay, so I can basically just tap for one of those 3 colors of mana. It doesn't, like, increase how much mana the land makes, so I'm not interested, really. It just makes it tap for 3 different kinds of colors. Okay, this was Wolves and Werewolves. For anyone who wants to make a werewolf deck. Okay, that's Druids. Not sure if I own any snow-covered forests, so I'm gonna pick some up right now. Let's just buy some now. Let's fix that. I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna update the deck with some of the cards I just ended up with. So Deathrite Shaman, obviously that goes in. We got if we have Deathrite Shaman, we gotta play it. That still could maybe be the only thing I put in my deck for now. I think I'll swap Doomblade out for... I'll keep... If I'm gonna just do stuff in the... I'm just gonna do stuff in the forest, we'll probably be fine to keep Doomblade around. Well, if we want to just do some burn damage to either the player's face or just kill something with 3 or less toughness, I guess we could also, yeah, put Chain Lightning in. Forgot I also have Chain Lightning. If I do Soul Snuffers, maybe I want to take out some of my smaller creatures if I play Soul Snuffers. Anyways, I think that'll do for now. I suppose this will do. Satyr Grove. Alright, yeah, there's treasure here. This guy's guarding it. Or I'll just simply run around him. I don't think I'll play any of this regardless. I think I'll pass on playing all of that. I'll just duel one of the NPCs in here and see how it goes. A token that can't block. Okay. Alright, I'll cast Canker Bloom. This thing. Okay, good. There's a land. That's what I wanted to see. Do I even bother attacking? Because these can both... Okay, never mind. This can't block. So yeah, this will attack. This can't block, and then that's only one creature that could legally block, but this has a menace, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, I can just kill that and steal it for myself immediately if that's what I want to do. I'm gonna keep Lily where she is. Alright, sure, I guess I will get nothing back. He's at 8 life, right? This is because it's like 3 2-grid mana symbols. It has a total converted mana cost of 6. So that's 6 plus 2 damage directly to my opponent. I'll just do 8 to the face with Broadside Bombardiers and just win on the spot. Alright, so when this enters, it more likely than not, it probably gets me a land card into my hand. And some stuff into my graveyard. That's decent, I guess. I guess that's decent. Alright, is this gonna be the same kind of dungeon as the one I was just in? Or no, it's gonna be a different one. It's a different dungeon. Human Beastmaster. Okay. I wasn't keeping a 1 land hand. No thank you. I guess I'll play the Cub. Yeah, let's get something that can make red mana. So I can just cast my Dinosaur immediately after. not even playing anything, apparently. Oh wait, I can just do 11 damage, apparently. I can just do 11 damage at that point and just win the game. 3 Jasmine Boreal to 7. Draw a card if you control the creature with the greatest toughness at the beginning of your upkeep. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card if you control the creature with the greatest toughness. Or tied for the greatest toughness. I think I'll take this for Falithar. The Toughness Matters deck I have, I'll take that. Okay, what set is this, exactly? It's all green cards. I think it might be M20. Approach from behind, that way if it does charge, at least you aren't in front of it. Good advice, Vivian Reed. Yeah, I think it's M20. Looks like Core Set 2020. Interesting. Other creatures you control have Trample. 6 mana for an 8/8 that gives your entire board Trample. Maybe, but I doubt I'll actually play it. Possibly, but I kinda doubt it. Oh, there's a squirrel here. More treasure. Why would you pay 2 mana to make 1 mana of any color? That just sounds terrible. If you tap a basic land for mana, it produces 3 times as much of that mana instead. And then you can just cast this for 1, and then this enchantment goes on an adventure. Turn target creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Still don't think I'm gonna keep it. A lot of my, like, multicolored decks don't really run that many basics. Especially if I'm playing black, so I can play Tainted Pact and never whiff on it. Then I want to play, like, 1, like, basic, and then 1 snow-covered basic for each color that I run, and no more than that. So that we don't actually whiff, ever. I guess I'm just playing this on the second turn. Right, it's not that impressive. Just, like, turn 2. It's only a 1/3. I don't have enough lands yet, so this is coming in, sadly, it's coming in tapped. Anyways, my opponent shouldn't be trying to attack or anything right now. If this attacks, I just, yeah, have my Death Touch block it and kill it. Swamp. I'm gonna Chain Lightning the Squirrel Lord. And then still not really cast anything else for the time being. Yeah, I thought I could cast that thing for 4 mana. I just pay this pip with like 2 generic, and then 1 black, and then 1 green. Shatterfang Squirrel General. If one or more tokens would be created, you get that many. Those tokens plus that many 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens are created instead. Interesting. I'll just get rid of this with Terminate. Then I guess attack with everyone except for the elf. I'll just exile this for 0 with Deadly Rollick. Alright, now just attack with the 6/6 for lethal. Yeah, one of the modes, the second mode in particular, is not really gonna come up much, if at all. You don't see Planeswalkers too often. There's still maybe exile target card from a graveyard and gaining 3 life, that's nice. But anyways, I don't think I'll need this Verdant Command. The Lake of the... Oh, is this the dungeon with the Hydra boss? Is this the Hydra boss in here? Okay, that's a parrot, it looks like. Okay, we're gonna duel him. Is this where the Hydra boss resides? I think it is. I really think so. Alright, turn 1 Deathrite Shaman. Pass. Okay, I have to exile this first. Then make the mana, and now I should be able to cast Lilia the Blade Reforged. Alright, swing with that on turn 2 and then pass. I could just cast down, get rid of this thing. Anyways. Let's see what I just exiled with Lilia. Can I cast that thing or no? Okay, now I can cast it. From exile. Might as well. Whenever you cast a beast or bird creature spell, copy it. I mean, if I couldn't, like, so easily get rid of it, that might be actually kind of impressive. Forest. Scythecat Cub is going to trigger again, so instead of putting another 1/1 counter, it's gonna double what's already there, so 10/10. Alright, attack for 11. Dangerous beast ahead, turn back now. So you mean this? And then the other dangerous beasts ahead. We'll continue. It's not that I can't read that sign, it's just... I'm sure I'm still just gonna win this anyways. I'm just that sure I'm gonna win. Taiga, elves, pass. Don't really feel like casting anything just yet. Maybe I could just play this, go search my library for any creature. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I guess we'll do this. I think I want to give Ouroboros another try. Okay, let's just go cast that now. Attack for 3 and pass it on back to Hydra. Create a food token. Sure. Whenever Briar Hydra deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control for, yeah, each basic land type among the basic lands you control, so... It's only forests, right? I only see forests so far on this field. Alright, I guess I'll get a free Gilded Goose. Not that exciting, but anyways. Pay 4 life and 1 mana, just kill this thing. Alright, attack for 9. Hydra's gonna get... Hydra has 1 more turn. I don't even know what's on the opposite side of this thing. Don't even know what it... So that's what it transforms into. Game is probably gonna be over long before we get to see the other side of that, let's be real. Especially since Ouroboros is just gonna give my entire board +4/+4. Yeah, just like 3 turns of this sitting around and now look at my board. Yeah, just 3 turns with Ouroboros around. And my board's just completely out of control. Okay, that right there is the Hydra boss. This is just another of the random mooks. At least compared to that Hydra boss, I'm actually gonna have like a bunch of heads with special effects that I have to kill. I think it was like there's 6 heads, each one has a special ability, and you kill it, and then it comes back in 3 turns, and you need to get like all the heads to be dead to actually kill the boss. Yeah, let's do this end. Alright, turn 1, Emperor of Bones. Pass. I'm just gonna attack with that for 2. Just attack again with the Emperor of Bones and pass. I'll just Abrupt Decay whatever he put face down. I'll remove it. Alright, just so in case he tries to, I don't know, bring a creature back from the graveyard, now he can't. Pharaoh Hydra X equals 3. Play land. Cast my commander. We'll just make that weaker. Just get rid of this while I still can. You can probably just play something. Oh. 3/4. With reach and trample. Okay. I think I'm just gonna make this adapt right now. And then do Stump Stomp to make my Emperor of Bones do 4 damage here. Domesticated Hydra, sure. Well, my opponent is forced to block because this just threatens to kill them if they don't. Alright, food token Hydra gains 3 life. Primordial Hydra, X is 1. I'm just gonna draw 2 more cards off of One Ring, cycle Street Wraith away into another elf. Yeah, we're forcing another block, clearly. Then I guess I'll play Nighthawk Scavenger and some elves and pass. Okay, so it's an 8/8. Okay, I can make double blacks, so let's just do Liliana. Target player sacrifices a creature. Alpha Strike. And there we go. I'm just gonna have more removal than he's gonna have Hydras. Simple as that. This is Forge, the Magic the Gathering fan game. Specifically Adventure Mode. Yeah, you just can wander around this pre-generated world. Collect cards, build your own decks. There's even a commander mode, so if you set yourself on that, you're playing the 99 card deck with a legendary creature as the commander. Yeah, me too, just without the ante. And also without the towns coming under attack, and if enough of those get lost to the evil wizards, you just lose the game entirely. Yeah, this is the boss with 6 heads. Creatures your opponent's control of provoke. So I can just choose a head of the Hydra to basically... Yeah, I can just pick which head I want to attack. That's what that means, I guess. Whenever a creature an opponent controls deals combat damage to you while you have 0 or less life, the Hydra of Chandelure deals that much damage to target Hydra you control. So we do damage to one of the heads, but he gets the pick which head takes damage. So I need to take all these heads off the field to actually be able to win the game. Every time one of these heads would leave the field, it just comes back 3 turns later. First one gives him an additional draw every turn. Second one locks me out of playing more than 1 non-creature spell each turn. Third one makes his other Hydras come in with 2 extra, like, +2/+2. This one drains me for 2 life every turn. This one makes me exile 4 cards. Wasn't this from, like, the top of my library or something? This would be completely unfair if it was, like, from Battlefield. No more than 6 creatures can attack you. Okay. I think this one is probably, like, not gonna be a hindrance. Oh yeah, I remember those, like... I don't remember exactly what they called the decks, but... Yeah, you could just take, like, a standard deck on... You could just take a standard deck to, like, your local game store on game day and play against one of these, like... specially created decks that just, like, a bunch of Hydras and a bunch of Minotaurs that plays by its own rule set with, like, how many creatures it can play every turn, how many turns you get before the Hydra or the Minotaur starts attacking you. Yeah, that was pretty fun. That was pretty cool. I'm sad they never did those again after Theros block. There was, like, face the Hydra, deal with the Minotaur horde, and then defeat Xenakos, the god himself. Yeah, basically, yeah, you just have to, like, survive an onslaught of, say, like, Hydra heads or Minotaurs to win the game. Good times. If I Abrupt Decay, I can just kill one of the heads, I believe. Except it would come back, say, like... 3 turns later. I'll play my own Mana Dork. Okay, this is 3/3, and I think it put a force onto his hand or into the battlefield. Okay, the head that's just letting the Hydra draw an extra card every single turn. I can get rid of that with Abrupt Decay. And apparently not do a whole lot of anything else right now. Yeah, but still not doing a whole much of anything else at the moment. I'm gonna let that stuff hit me. No, I definitely want another land for next turn, that's for sure. I could have just played my commander, killed this, and stolen it for myself. That might have been a smarter play, to be honest. I think that might have made more sense. Sylvan Library. Okay, anytime anybody casts a spell, this gets a +1/+1 counter, I see. I just want to see what I draw. Put first. I'll take them on a tutor in the fetch land, and I'll put the other card back. And that's gonna make me lose 4 life. Alright, the head that's just draining me for life, I think I want to remove too. I forgot about this too, I completely forgot. I'll just make this lose... I'll just make this lose some more stats. I guess it's just to try and save some face. Okay, this thing is back. Okay, how many creatures is he even playing right now? And this has trample. Because of course it does. Well, I guess I could maybe lightning bolt something. But even then, at this point, I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to realistically do. Something's making me think this is, like, not exactly a good deck to play against this one. Yeah, so this is still in the way, so yeah, attacking is going to be a problem. Or just even a board wipe, perhaps. Get rid of all these creatures at once. Oh, right, I'm stuck under the second head, currently. I just got stuck under the second head of the Hydra. I don't exactly think I'm gonna get another turn, though, at this point. Yeah, we have a 10-10 trample coming my way. Okay, you just have to win one game. Yeah, but problem is, I wasn't even close. Except I'm not even close to winning. That's my one problem. I think I'll just go take out, like, one of my best decks just to get that stupid Hydra out of the way. Making me repair my gold armor so I can use it again. I've already played Aragorn King of Gondor a bunch. I kind of want to try another deck still. I mean, this deck too, I could also perhaps just go and update. Maybe I'll just change a few cards here and there. Swap a few cards here and there, in and out. And just give Rafina a spin and see what happens. For 2 mana, I can steal one of those Hydra heads for myself. That might be funny. Whichever Hydra head gives me the most trouble, I just steal it for myself. That might be funny. exile it to one other target non-land permanent. I think the Hydra heads are tokens, so they wouldn't come... If the Hydra heads are tokens, they wouldn't come back, right? Yeah, in that case, that might also be pretty funny. I'm gonna try Sheltered by Ghosts again. Depends on the rules. I guess we'll just have to kind of see. Destroy each artifact, creature, and enchantment with mana value less than or equal to the number of energy counters you pay. If I just do, like, X is 0, I believe that kills all the heads. It doesn't really touch anything else, because... As far as I know, it looks like the heads all have mana value 0, so that's an easy way to just... Yeah, 2 mana, I think, wipe them all out. All the heads, yeah, have converted mana cost 0. Yeah, that's certainly a good trick to play against them. Opponent draws an extra card every single turn. So, Bowmasters would be nice to bring in against that. It's just, yeah, no, don't mind me, I have to take some cards out. No, I don't think we'll just cut Recurring Nightmare. That is pretty good. I don't think we'll want to just cut that outright. I mean, these might be good at chump blocking the Hydras that don't have trample, but the ones that do. We'll sideline this for now. We'll sideline that too for the time being, I suppose, as well. And I'm just desperately looking to see what other 3 cards I take out. Yep, Rafine it is. Now I gotta just walk back to that Hydra lair. Yeah, because I have a really strong commander here. Oh, we're already back. Because, yeah, Rafine... Yeah, we already have a really strong commander here, so... Let's just, I guess, do this and then probably end the stream. It is getting late. We'll probably do that and call it a night. So I'm going to, yeah, of course the Hydra's gonna go first. We'll try this hand. Yeah, no real turn 1 play, so just play one of these lands and pass it on back. Oh, not even playing a creature? What is Oathbreaker format? Not even sure what that is. What is that format even? Does not ring a bell. This is just like, yeah, play whatever you can get your hands on, I believe. As far as I know, yeah, there's no ban list. Depends on just how far you want to push that. Like, this adventure mode, Forge could just totally fall apart because there's no ban lists. Planeswalker and a spell as a partner, which... Okay, this is something I've clearly never heard of. I've never heard of this format. This is something I'm definitely not familiar with. Oh, we're gonna block with the second head of the Hydra and the first head to kill this. I can only sadly remove one. But sadly, yeah, I can only take one of those heads off the board. And it's just gonna come back in 3 turns, so... Nature's Claim. I guess. Giant Regrowth. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. What is it targeting? Oh, targeting Nature's Claim. So it's not gonna get, like, any sort of stat buff, clearly. Yeah, I mean, of course you gotta have, like... It's not the commander tax at that point. At that point, we don't really call it the commander tax, but yeah, I get the idea. Yeah, sadly, we're not really going to be killing that now, are we? No, I'm just going to hit the Hydra in the face. And, I don't know, wait for some more, like, actual spells to come my way. Oh. At least I gained some more life. Oh, there's a creature, at least. Select target player, the Hydra, search his hand, yes. I want to see what's in here. Some pretty good stuff in there. He had 2 blue cards in there, but I don't see any islands, so that's why he's not really casting much at the moment. So that's why we're not seeing much be cast right now. I'm just gonna draw yet another land card. Alright, so the first head of the Hydra's back. Okay, there's Mana Gorger Hydra, I see. Just put it back in his hand. Another land card. We're gonna go after the first head again, I think. Oh, select something to put counters on? We'll just discard Mox Pearl and yet another land. Oh wait, I can't even make the heads... Oh, never mind. I just realized, like, these heads can't even legally block because they don't have reach or flying or anything. The heads can't even legally block, I just noticed. Alright, now we finally get to draw some more cards, because holy, that was taking forever. Alright, something with protection from everything. Better yet. Hopefully this won't make me lose too much life. 10-10 with trample. Oh, we just found an animate dead. That's nice. I think I'll just start off by doing... Let's just do... Let's see. Animate dead, Agent of Treachery. And now I gotta decide what I'm gonna steal with that. If I steal any head, and the Hydra can't remove it, then I'm basically also immune to losing the game. If I steal one of the heads. I guess the one that can draw me cards will steal. Oh wow, we can just destroy all creatures on the field if we want to do that. Or we can just kill one with, just by paying 2 black, we could just kill one. No point in actually provoking this to block because it can't legally block anyways. Can't even legally do that to begin with. So every end step I exile 4 cards off the top of my deck. I'm just thinking, which head do we kill next? I'm gonna kill the one that tries to drain me for life. I'm killing that head. Oh wow, no attacks. Sheltered by Ghosts. Also, yeah, I get to draw an extra card because of the head that I stole. Alright, sheltered by Ghosts. I can just get rid of something until this goes away. Alright, the head that is just taking... Actually, this is the one that doesn't let me play more than 1 non-creature spell a turn, so that's gonna go. Then I'm gonna cast Damn. Wipe out the 5th head. Now it's like, yeah, do I even bother attacking at this point? I guess I will. Yeah, we'll attack. How many lands do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's entirely possible I just end up hard casting this thing. But no, I think I'd rather just like cheat into play with something like Animate Dead or whatnot. Or Dance of the Dead. Something that gets it into play for way less than 8 I'd rather kind of just find. Bane of Progress, destroy all artifacts and enchantments. I got rid of a token, so Sheltered by Ghosts leaving is not going to make the token come back, and this guy already did his job. He already stole the first head of the Hydra. This guy's already done his job. Oh, the second head is back, actually. Never mind. I can't actually lose the game though, right? Because I have this head protecting me. What if I just block this anyways? I'm still gonna take a bunch of damage. -2 life, yet I'm still in the game because of this head that I stole. I can't lose the game. If this head dies, I immediately lose the game as a state-based action. If the head dies, I'm immediately dead. Planes. Fell the Profane. Let's get rid of this second head again. I'm just seeing what's in the Hydra's graveyard because I could just maybe do like a living death play at this point. Thinking that might be like the course of action to take at this point. Wait, but if I just don't get myself back up above 0 life and the head leaves the field, I just die. I would just die to, like, not having this head anymore. That's, like, another thing I gotta think about. I'd still die regardless. Yeah, I guess he just realized that he can't actually kill me with lethal combat damage, because I have this. And I could just simply choose to never block with it. This doesn't have to block if I control it, so I'm simply just never gonna block. What can we grab off a Mystical Tutor? I guess a Demonic Council, and then with that, maybe tutor up. I don't know. I believe I have Delirium at this point, right? Can I pay life? Oh, I'm not allowed to pay life if I don't have, like, at least 1 point of life. I can't pay life legally. Okay, so my fetches are useless. Can't legally pay life right now. Archfiend of Ifnir. Maybe that could actually really start to do some damage to his board. Or maybe Dance of the Dead just bring something from the graveyard back. Okay, I have a way to gain life in my graveyard, so why don't we just go with that. Necromancy can also start just setting us up. Necromancy it is. Archon of Cruelty. Let's actually gain some life. Still a -1. Still a -1 life. Let's just completely, like, remove all the counters from that Hydra. That's like a 14-14. Let's just reset that entirely. I guess we're just gonna pass until I can get this last Hydra head off the field. Okay, the 5th one is coming back. And so is the 4th one. Yeah, I knew that was coming back. Return Hydroid Krasis back to owner's hand. have 27 cards left on my deck. I should probably hurry this up. I should probably really try and hurry this up. Okay, let's do Recurring Nightmare. Sacrifice a creature, return Recurring Nightmare to its owner's hand, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. We'll sacrifice Dark Confidant at this point. And then we're gonna steal. I think we're gonna take, at this point, the 4th head. Now I'm gonna take the 4th head. I'll play it again. I just want to get Agent of Treachery back in the graveyard so I can bring it back again on a later turn to steal something else. Archfiend Vifnir, wow. Okay. That's crazy. Alright, so I'm back at 2 life apparently. I guess I can hide behind that Strix in the meantime. Let's just discard a random card. I really should try and hurry this up still. I'm down to like, what? 20 cards left in my deck. Oh, the second head's gonna come back. Another one of these, apparently. Back to me. "17 cards left in my deck. We're just gonna cast this Raw into the field. Archfiend of Vifnir, just cast that Raw. Fetch. Scrubland. Recurring Nightmare again. Choose something to bring back, of course. Oh, Agent of Treachery. And then we'll get rid of the Strix. And I'm gonna steal the 5th head. I'm gonna steal. Yeah, that's now 3 heads under my control. Alright, everything I guess that can attack will. Yeah, I guess even Dark Confidant. Alright, gotta discard 4 cards now. Can I hide the stack so I can select the cards to discard? I discarded 4 cards, so everything on my opponent's field is gonna get -4, -4. So, yeah, the last head is gonna die also. While this is all going on, the last head also just dies. Archon is gonna make him sacrifice a creature, lose 3 life, I'll gain 3 life, draw a card. And then, yeah. He's pretty much got nothing left. I have 1, 2, 3 of his heads on my field. Wait, I won how many games? Presence of the Hydra. Win how many games to win what? I think I'm gonna keep this. This card seems pretty cool. I already have Elvish Mystic. Not sure if I'll ever play it, but that's still an interesting card that only really works digitally with the perpetually gaining +3/+3. That could be fun. That could be fun too, perhaps. Total game wins. Win 1,000 games. I really need to, like, go outside more often. So anyways, there's even more loot. Not even any rare cards in here. Not even a rare? What about the treasure chest? Wall of Ice. Vigorous Farming. The topmost land card in your library perpetually gains whenever this land is tapped for mana, add an additional green. The topmost land card... Oh, in your library. I thought it was like in your graveyard for some reason. Yuna's Whistle. Oh, Spider-Man again. Let's just get back to a nearby town and sell our loot. Alright, so let me just pick a town, any town. Let me sell my loot and then go to bed. Yeah, we didn't really sell much, but yeah, I'm still happy I defeated that Hydra. Although I had to switch decks. I have to switch decks for it to work, though. I just had to unfortunately switch decks to get it. But still. Yeah, but really, there's still this Animar Solar Elements deck I really want to build one of these days. It's just that I would go do it, like, immediately if it wasn't so late at night, and I would have probably done it at the start of this stream. Start building Animar in Forged Venture, but I really want Reaper King No More to get some screen time. I want him to at least get, like, maybe one more live stream's worth of screen time before I just rotate to another commander. Yeah, so again, we just want to power this out as quickly as possible. Play as many creatures as possible. Pretty much everything you can cast, like, turn 1 that makes mana, to then make it possible to cast this turn 2 instead of 3. Pretty much just, like, yeah, like, play, like, all our best creatures that we have. I Ideally ones with like really good enters the battlefield abilities so that I get value as soon as I cast them. The way I'm gonna typically want to build this deck, just, yeah, jam a bunch of creatures in with good ETBs so I get value immediately just as we play them. That's typically like one of my preferred ways to just sort of build the deck. Creatures that immediately do stuff when they enter the battlefield. And ones that don't have too many colored mana symbols in their mana costs. So with Animar, they'll be like super cheap to cast if Animar gets big enough. Yeah, with just like the capital that I've amassed already, the possibilities are endless already. It's probably gonna be still like not really that close to like the optimal Animar deck, but whatever I put together, it's still probably gonna end up likely becoming amazing. Trinket Mage can get Sol Ring and Skull Clamp, can't he? But I think mostly Skull Clamp, since I'm gonna play a lot of small creatures, I can just clamp into like more cards. Expedition map, if I had a land that I really that badly want to just like search off it. We do not have Gaia's Cradle. That would be definitely the best land by far I can think of to go grab off an expedition map. If we had Gaia's Cradle, obviously we'd go grab that. Yeah, this deck wants to just play as many creatures as possible. Give it a land that just taps for green for every single creature you control. You better believe we'd play that if we had it. And not to mention we have some absolutely crazy curve toppers, like we could play this. I guess we could play that. Probably want to play this. This is also pretty nice. Especially considering the fact you can cast this for as little as 1 mana with Animar is large enough. And you're still drawing 3 cards and getting a 6/6 with flying and ward 3. This just lets you draw a card for every creature you control when you cast it. And I can reduce the cost on that to 2 with my commander. So if we're also looking for ways to maybe just also dump counters on Animar besides just spam casting creatures, I could and probably will play the Scythecat Cub. Invalid deck. I didn't even start making the deck, so it's like, what do you expect? I didn't even like build any of it yet. And I'm not even doing that tonight. I'm not even building a deck right now. Because I am just gonna go to sleep instead.